Okay, my friends, we are live. Hopefully, I'm live on both Facebook and Instagram. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Our 10 a.m., I'm a little bit early, but that's okay. You can pop in. Our 10 a.m. Uncensored Holidays chat. So, we have talked about alignment in the last week, and we've talked about, gosh, I have to pop back into week one. Where were we on week one? um, Desires and feelings and emotions and just tapping into and tuning into our body. And how do we do that? How do we create the holidays that we actually want? And we're calling it uncensored holidays, because what that means is that we are not living our holidays by the rules of what everyone else needs to happen, what everyone else says is the tradition. Sorry, my brain is working apparently faster than my lips can speak this morning on my second cup of coffee. Which, by the way, here's one fantastic thing about the holidays. Not that I can't find an excuse to make whipped cream at any other time, but I definitely always have homemade whipped cream in the fridge around the holidays. So it goes in my coffee, it goes on the strawberries. I suggest adopting that tradition if that feels really good to you. So, how can we create traditions and create feelings, and how can we live in our holidays as we desire to live in them? What I would love today, if you are here live, I'd love to hear anything that's coming up for you, because we're in the week of the holiday, right? We have Saturday is Christmas Eve. Is that right? Sunday is Christmas. And so here we are in the week that the holiday actually happens. I'd love to hear from you what is coming up. I've seen so many posts and so many memes and so many shares this morning of like, all right, we're almost there, we did it, right? Like, we've pushed through and we're almost there, and I swear I'm not stressed, I'm just drinking every night, or I haven't started the wrapping yet. Like, these are things that we start seeing in this theme of before the holidays, and I certainly allowed myself to get into that space as well this week, because um, I really enjoy shopping for my children, right? And for other people that I love, I enjoy it. I am excited by it. But what I really want to happen is I envision in my mind, like, my husband and I sitting down with a drink and we wrap our presents together. But what usually happens is, for those of you that don't know, my husband's a firefighter. And so the 24-hour shifts usually become 48-hour shifts for him. And then by the time he gets home, he's exhausted and he's working another job or whatever. And I sit down with all the gifts and I look over and he's sleeping. And so this idea I have about the holidays, for me, I'm like, oh, like, I just want it to be different. So where is that coming out for you, and what can we do about it? If you're just hopping on, give me insights in the comments. Where are you? What's going on for you this week? Let's talk about the things that are coming up. I have one thing that I definitely want to hit on and talk about when it comes to living our uncensored holidays and how we can do that this week. I had a conversation with someone this week who was saying, we were talking about what we believe is true about ourselves. And this can often be hard for someone who's not used to talking about yourself and like examining who you are and what you're proud of and what you're doing. And so what she said was, I have this one thing I believe, and I'll just say this, like, I believe I am this, but I don't have anything else to say. And it made, and what she said after that made me think. She said, I don't want to say anything else to set a false standard, because if I say that I'm good at this thing, well, then that means I always have to be good at this thing, and I can't be worse. Like, it sets the standard for me that I don't want to have to keep up with. I don't know if you've ever said that or felt that before, but that was an important thing for me to hear. People are afraid of setting themselves up for failure. And I want to reassure you that you cannot fail if you are doing and living life with intentionality. Everything that we do, if we can put our intentionality behind it, will be the purest, funnest, most joyful, thing that we do because our intentions behind it are certain, are for those things, right? So, intentionality. How can we be intentional? How can we set ourselves up for success? Why are we so afraid of failing ourselves as if everyone is watching us? We might be afraid to say, hey, you know what? This year, I would like to do this for my holiday traditions instead of what we typically do. Are you going to face someone saying to you, but this is what we've always done? Yes. Yes. Because there's this sense of control around the holidays for people. And it's like, but if we don't do this thing, then it means that the holiday is not special, and it means that we didn't get to see each other, and it means that, and they let this mean a million things for you when it's not even your intention, right? When it's not even your want or desire. So we come up against people in our lives who will, I don't want to say push, but without, unintentionally, are making us feel like we need to do something because the holiday means this to them, but only if it happens in this way. And I want you to explore, if you can, how can the holiday mean what you want it to mean and not in that exact way? So if you want the holidays to be fun and exciting, how can you weave that into what you're doing? Is it possible that your holidays can be fun and exciting by doing some of the traditions that your family loves to do with you? Can it be fun and exciting? Because can you also then create your own traditions that are also fun and exciting, right? What is your intention in going into this week? If your intention is surviving, that's how everything is going to feel for you. It's going to feel like you have to survive. And it's going to feel stressful and not good. If your intention is to enjoy all the parts of your days, well, guess what? You will enjoy all the parts of your days. Good morning, my friends who are joining. What is your intention? And maybe this means you have to sit down, or not have to, you get to sit down with your significant other. You get to sit down with your kids and you talk about, hey, my intention for the holidays is this. What's your intention? Okay, how can we blend those things together, and how can we make sure that we both enjoy our holidays to the intentions that we have? But if we don't intentionally come in with our intentions, then the week will happen to us. It just will, because we don't have an intention, or I don't even want to call it a plan. It's not a plan. It's just, this is how I desire to feel. Good morning, Dana. I can feel your radiance from way over here. Dana just came back from a week of exploration in the jungle in Costa Rica, and I'm dying. I'm dying to connect with you and hear about your transformation. She probably could have so much to say about intention and the holidays. So the energy choice, says Christy. Yeah, the energy choice. We do get to choose how we go into this week. So don't let yourself feel stressed if you don't want to feel stressed. My guess is that you don't. Don't let yourself feel honed in by these timelines that you've created because of some expectation that maybe you're trying to keep up with on some familial tradition that you don't even enjoy. Here's your chance this week to really explore, and I encourage you to just take out your journal and just write things down. You know what? This is how I'm feeling right now. I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel this way. So how can I intentionally go into this week and change the way that I'm feeling so that my holidays are enjoyable for me? That's the point, right? You don't want to look back and be like, I barely remember my holidays, or I only remember them as being stressed. You want to look back and be like, the holidays were a great time of year, right? At least that's, yes. So I encourage you here to drop in with your intention for this week. I know it's Thursday. I know it's Thursday, but let's go 7 days from today. Kathy says, yesterday my sister told me to stop kicking my own ass. Yes. Yes. Listen, this is a time of rest. I think I posted about this or talked about this. I'm going to bring it up again. It wasn't Dana, but it was another one of our friends, Jessica, who told me that in the Hopi tribe, this time of year is about rest and quiet. They stop their drumming circles this time of year because they don't want to because the veil between the outer world and our world is so thin that they don't want to disrupt the spirit guides, the universe, the opportunity for that connection to happen. And when we have too much noise going on, we can't connect. So right now the veil is very thin for you, for us all to live with intentionality. And we get to really decide how we want to go into the next couple of days. So drop your intention below, whether it's a feeling, whether it's an activity. What is your intention over the next couple of days, and how can you solidify that? How can you make sure that happens? Just by you stating your intention is a start to that. And so I want you to go into these next couple of days feeling absolutely free and excited and joyful and fun, and not kicking your own ass, like Kathy's sister said, right? Where can you stop kicking your own ass? For what? For what? You're not getting a score. Presents, yes, Amanda. You're not getting a score on how well you showed up with what cookie tray and how many things you cooked and what traditions you had and how many lights you put on the house. Like, no one's scoring you except yourself. So stop kicking your own ass. Enjoyment is my intention. I love that so much for you. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Next Thursday will be our last Uncensored Holiday live together. And next week is just as important as this week. Just as important as this week. So set your intentions, and I can't wait to hear what they are. I love you, and I will catch you later.